Right, buddy. Manchester United obviously beat Bodo Glimt 3-2 yesterday. Now, these are going to be everything we learned from the game. We're talking about each individual player, what we learned from Amorim's identity, giving you an overall conclusion on the game. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and let's get straight into it. But no further ado, let's start off by talking about Rasmus Hojlund, someone who took that game absolutely fantastically well. Two great, fantastic goals. He basically got a half hat trick. I mean, the one where Garnacho scored, it all came from Rasmus Hojlund. And I think he is that striker that we need. He's absolutely fantastic. He's so good on the ball. He's a real talent. And I think the thing with Hojlund is we just got to give him time to sort of excel and sort of develop. Listen, he's had a very good opportunity. Hojlund was excellent, clinical and dominant. And they kind of the biggest takeaways. Yes, we was criticised him. But listen, he is still a young guy. He's someone with absolute elite work rate though. Someone who gives 100% for the team. And I think he's absolutely fantastic and I really do like the player. And then that sort of striker that we need is in Rasmus Hojlund. And I think he does have the capabilities and the qualities to be a fantastic player. So that's why I really want to talk about him in the first point. Because listen, as I said, we've criticised him. He hasn't scored enough goals. But it looks like we're creating enough chances for him. And he's scoring goals when we do create them. I think he has a 20% shot conversion, which is actually good for a striker. Like, he is relatively good. And I think he can score goals and be a big part. Like, listen, Rashford scored against Ipswich, which couldn't really impact the game. Hojlund was a constant threat. And I think he just wanted to kind of prove a point to Amorim why he should be that main guy starting for Manchester United. So I really liked Hojlund. Listen, we could have scored more goals. It was an opportunity where Manchester United had so many chances. Garnacho's decision-making has to be so much better, I'm sorry to say. Listen, he's a very technical player, very good player. But he has to make those clinical decisions and decisive decisions when necessary. But that's a good thing, the fact that we're creating chances. We did it under Ten Hag. We need to be more clinical, though, and that is kind of the issue there. I think Garnacho, the decision-making, the final third play was absolutely fantastic. But it's just those little tweaks where if he maybe passes it to Hojlund, he gets a hat-trick. Or it's just the little things with Garnacho, which I did learn about him yesterday, which just needs to change. And he will become world-class. And imagine if he has those little things that added to his game, he'd be an absolute perfect player. I think the second half featured some fantastic football, great passages play, very slick movement from players, very good on the ball, and overall great team performance. Listen, the first half wasn't great. But the second half was absolutely fantastic. I think in terms of individual players that were fantastic, obviously other than Hojlund, I thought Ugarte went under the radar. He does the little and the simple things absolutely fantastically correct. He's just very good on the ball. Might not be the most shiny or the most sort of out there midfielder, but he does his work. Allows other people to excel around him. And I thought he was fantastic. Mazraoui, I mean, wow. Bargain of the century, Mazraoui is absolutely brilliant. I talk about him every game. He's Mr. Consistent. Imagine if we had 10 Mazraouis on the pitch. We'd be absolutely fantastic. His work rate, just knows what to do in every scenario, can play in a lot of positions. I think he is everything there is to be a Manchester United player. And Mount, listen, I thought he had a good game. He's very key for the press. He runs around. His press is good. He was creating the overlap the underlap in the channels, putting crosses into the box. Could have scored a goal. I really hope Mount can stay fit under Amorim because I think he will be a key player in the system. I think he's very smart. Football IQ is definitely up there. Very good on the ball. Understand the game well. I think those inside roads would be perfect for him at Manchester United. So I really do like the look at that. I think defending at times was sloppy. Listen, we're getting caught out a lot. 2 Bodo Glimt goals came from sloppy defending from Manchester United. That's disappointing to see because it was just basic things like listen, yes, the midfielders should get back, but just the simple defensive things we did wrong. And I think we need a defender and a more athletic defence who can really cover the channels, and that's where I think can Martinez do it, maybe slot into that position. As I said, Garnacho, I talked about him. I thought he was okay. In terms of midfield, I thought Anthony, listen, he was okay at right wing back, but it's obvious Amorim wants to play with a left-footed right wing back, and we've seen Quenda being linked to Manchester United. Is that someone we may go for? Listen, it certainly is very interesting to see, but I think we do definitely need a right wing back. I think Anthony was kind of adapting to his role kind of throughout the game. I thought Anthony had a decent game, to be fair. He works hard for the team. He might not have the flashiest, but he isn't the kind of greatest player. But if he works hard, I think that right wing back / left wing back could be a great position for him. Malacia, man, I feel sad for Malacia because he hadn't played in over 500 days for Manchester United. it was unfortunate to come back. He just got absolutely done for pace there. But I like what Malacia did at some point in the game, putting in crosses. And I think it's obvious. Amorim said it after the or reports came out that Amorim said that we do need a left back. This game against Bodo Glimt shows why we do need a left wing back even more. I don't think Shaw has the mobility. We've seen Malacia, not quite. Delo, listen, he struggled out there as well massively. I think Amorim's priority will be a left wing back. I think there's options out there, but you've seen in that Bodo Glimt game, Malacia got absolutely dealt with. And it's unfortunate because I like Malacia, and that's probably why he got taken off after 45 minutes. It's obvious that Amorim doesn't think Shaw can do it. That's why he hasn't started there. Now, Amorim's subs, I actually learned as well. His subs, listen, he's made a lot of subs, very, very good subs for Manchester United. Keeping the ball, the subs that came on had a really impacted in the game. I thought the late diagonals in the game were fantastic. But yeah, overall, listen, it was a very, very good game by Manchester United. I really do like the way that we've played in the last couple of games. We've looked the last 2 games under Amorim. Yes, the Ipswich game was a draw. We've got a big game coming up on the weekend against against Everton. It's another huge opportunity for Amorim and his team to get another 3 points under the belt, and I'm hoping we can do that because, listen, we need the 3 points, we need all the momentum, we need all the points and the sort of, spirit and the team morale. All of that sort of stuff we need to get the win. But listen, let me know your thoughts. They've been everything we learned. I think it was an overall fantastic game. I really did like the game from Manchester United. The game plan was there. The identity we've seen from Amorim. I didn't like Bruno in the deeper position, to be honest with you. I think he had an okay game and was more disciplined. But he's not really a natural midfielder who can run back. He ain't going to do that job. But listen, let me know your thoughts. I think Onana had a fantastic game as well. So listen, there was a few very, very good positives from the game. But let me know your thoughts. Like, subscribe, and peace.